This video was created for educational purposes only and is not a financial recommendation. All actions with finances are everyone's personal responsibility. Make sure you understand the risks and are prepared for them before you begin. Well, friends, today is not a motivation, but a practical analysis with elements of fantasy, because I'll show you how I follow the market together with a bot. Yes, I now have an artificial intelligence-based assistant on my phone. Don't worry, it doesn't push buttons for me. It says, hey, look at this. This could be interesting. If you're a beginner and you're thinking, this is complicated, relax. The bot doesn't teach you complicated words. It helps you notice points that used to take hours to analyze. It's not magic. It's like a navigator. You steer yourself, but it's nice to be told where to turn in advance. My name is Joe, and I've been learning trading for over 17 years. Now I'm going to show you what it all looks like, calmly, without fanaticism. Let's go. Okay, I'll tell you before I change my mind. I got a message today. Joe, the bot really saved me time. I'm not sitting around panicking now. I'm watching and realizing what's going on. That's the power of AI bot. It doesn't make decisions for you. It cuts out the noise and helps you think more clearly. If you want to try it, the bot is available in my trading community. It's free. You need a phone to use it. And yes, in the community, I personally explain many nuances in language understandable for beginners without complicated words. You want? Look into it. The link is in the attached comment. Like it? Stay. Now, practice. So let's get started. I'm going to launch my tool directly and show you how I use it to track movement on the charts. Everything you'll see is not a prediction or advice. It's just my way of observing and analyzing. The tool helps you understand where the chart is accelerating, where it's slowing down, and what might be happening next. It doesn't push buttons for me. I make my own decisions, but it's easier to put information in order with it. In the first chart, you can see how the line first went down and then went sharply up. This often happens when there's a change of mood in the market. The instrument shows that there is now upside interest. Market participants have started buying again. I decide to open up and see how it goes. That's a good start. We can see that the change of direction has been confirmed. There was a sharp rise here at first, but not for long. It all came back down. The instrument shows that after this pause, there's still interesting growth. I'm opening up, but I'm keeping a close eye on the movement. The situation may change. It happens. The main thing is not to hurry, but to observe calmly and act thoughtfully. Next, here the line has rolled down a bit and stopped in the area where there were reversals before. This could be a point from where growth could start again. The instrument shows a possible move up. I'm opening and watching. Sometimes you just have to spot where the chart is stopped in time and not make any hasty decisions. What's in it for you? If you want a little deeper understanding of how the market works without complicated terms and overload, you might be interested in what we're working on. It's an AI-based tool that helps you better navigate information, calmly track important changes. I share everything on Telegram, breakdowns, examples, and step-by-step explanation. And all of this in a clear form, suitable even for those who are just starting out. The link is in the pinned comment. Join if you want to understand a little bit better. On this chart, the indicators have approached a meaningful level. Usually there can be a reaction here, either a continuation of growth or a pullback. The instrument shows that the chart has started to slow down. This could be a reversal. I open down and watch the dynamics. It makes sense. It's important to not only see the movement, but to understand why it might change. Growth continues here. The chart is moving steadily upward and updating previous levels. This suggests that interest may now be prevailing in the market. I decided to move with this trend and open up. The movement is stable, but we remain vigilant. It's always important to keep an eye on whether the chart behavior changes. On this chart, the indicator tried to go beyond a certain level, but failed to consolidate there. After that, the movement went in the other direction. The bot shows a possible decline, and I opened down. Such pullbacks can happen. The main thing is not to guess, but to watch how the market behaves. Final chart. Now the indicators have risen a bit, stopped, and are moving in a narrow range. The instrument shows that the rise may continue. I open up and watch events unfold. Today is a good example of how important it is to not only look at the chart, but to understand what is behind the movement. We did not chase quick results, but calmly observed, analyzed, and made decisions on the situation. What do you think? In the past, only large companies had access to advanced technologies, banks, think tanks, hedge funds, but everything is changing. Now you have the opportunity to use the same principles at your own pace in an understandable language, without being overloaded. My team and I have developed a tool based on artificial intelligence. It helps to build logic, what is happening, why it might be important, and what to pay attention to. If you've ever found it difficult to start understanding charts, this tool can be a good support. All of this in a relaxed format. No pressure, no rush, no promises. In my community, you'll get a step-by-step explanation of how AI works, real examples without dry theory, observation of how decisions are made in the moment, and access to a community where you can ask questions and not feel alone at the start. This is not a course or a manual. It's an environment where you can develop your thinking with the support of technology. If you want to see how it works from the inside, check out the link in the pinned comment. You decide where to start and what rhythm to move at. That's all for now. See you inside.